Hi people, it's LEGO CYD 1999 here with part 2 of the Persian Warfare project. So first things first, we're going to go over the different types of units we have here. We have the shield bearers, the archers, the immortals, the horsemen, the Achaemenids, and the Sasanian cataphracts. Each of these are going to play basically the same role they did. Either way, in this game, what we essentially are going to do is take a turn-based approach to fighting like the Persian army. So yeah, this was something that I really wanted to try out since I thought it would be pretty cool. And it works pretty well too for this, so thought I'd use it. Either way, it's our turn again. As you can see, the shield bearers have taken a bit of damage, but we are able to retaliate with the archers to hit them over the shield bearers. The shield bearers are essentially going to do their job and take hits blocking off their attacking forces for a while. Of course, they're going to have to dish out a few hits if it doesn't quite work out. But yeah, that's essentially how it's going to work out. Consider this like step 1. So this is a part of the game that I couldn't really take out, but it works fine without. And it's these power things that essentially give a buff to each, to the given party that uses it. I picked out 2 commanding officers, which is, again, part of how the game works, that don't have any effect added onto them when they use theirs, so it's neutral no matter what. Either way, we're going to continue hitting them with our archers, so that they can sort of just plink away from our shield bearers, in the hopes that we don't take that much damage from them. So yeah, this may seem a little weird, but this was actually my initial intentions for the project. Part 1 wasn't going to be a thing until I decided, I'll do it. But, yeah. So, let's keep dishing out the damage here. As you can see, our shield bearers and our archers weren't able to do enough. So instead, now we're going to send in the Achaemenid horsemen to start blitzing. And there's our power activating. Yeah, I picked the 2 COs with the most neutral stuff. But yeah, there's our power activating. And now we are going to perform the shock attacks that the horsemen do to try and scatter the enemy. Like I said, we're following that plan that they used. Because I want to demonstrate that it works. At least, it works in this context, and apparently it worked for them too. So yeah. The rest of the horsemen are just going to move in as space fills up, because we can't clog up like that. It's not a part of the game that you can have 2 units on 1 space, but our units are going to keep moving in, to do their damage and back it up, and that's part of where the immortal sort of thing comes in. We have like reinforcements for everything except the shield bearers and archers, and the Sasanian cataphracts aren't a problem. But I mean, like, that was part of the Persian strategy, just sort of use as many people as you can, and almost overwhelm. So we're demonstrating that here by having the units sort of rush with a whole bunch of stuff. Of course, there are the actual immortal units that I have, represented by the infantry soldiers between the archers and the Sasanian cataphracts now. And those guys are going to be there to do some cleanup duty later. But as you can see, there's just a lot of them. And yeah. Now, to try and prove a couple points, this is balanced. I did make sure that both sides had equal numbers. It's just that ours look a lot more overwhelming because there's just a lot. It looks like there's a lot more of them, and that's part of the mind game strategy here. And it works great. It worked great for them, and it's working great here. So yeah, that's pretty much what this is. Just waiting to move out all of my units so that we can end our turn and go to the opponent's turn. consider this like advanced chess, I guess, because that's kind of what it is. Well, not really advanced chess, but chess with more and less rules. So, yeah. They are going to start to regroup because we are breaking them up. And as you can see, they left a couple of gaps lying around. So, like, that bottom part, we are going to punch through that. But first, the archers have to do their bombardment of arrows, their volleys, so that we can poke holes into their ranks. Their infantrymen aren't going to pose much of a problem, just because they're not as good as ours. Because, like I said, our army, the Persian army, is better trained than opposing armies were. So, and then the Sasanian cataphracts come up to launch the real attack. These guys were just great. They could do so much. They were like some of the best of their time. And so, we are just here to have them wreck stuff as the Achaemenid horsemen sort of fall back. Although the horsemen aren't really going to fall back. They're just going to hold off while the Sasanians pull in. But yeah. As you can see, they're activating their power again. Not going to do anything, because, yeah. But yeah. The battle is just going to keep on waging for now. One of them's trying to break off to get away. Because back in the back, there's a castle that they have to defend, just like we have our castle to defend. It's not just a clash to see what happens. So, I almost purposely sacrificed that unit there so that we could free up a hole, which is sort of a tactic of mine, but yeah. Let's continue moving on through. See that nobody makes it. Because that's the goal. We're going to win. But yeah. So yeah. For those of you who aren't familiar, this is kind of my commentary style, so anybody not in Block 4 World Perspectives, this is kind of how I talk outside of school. So yeah. Let's sort of check our strategies. Check and see where we can go, what we can do. Have the Immortals move up a bit closer so that as everyone else falls back, we can move in with those guys and just finish stuff off. End our turn. It's the enemy's turn. They're going to try and reform, but they can't because we've done too much damage. We caused them to flinch and scatter, just like the Persians did. And so now, there's not much they can do to us at all, really. It's just a waiting game, sort of, because we won the moment they rushed at us. We won the moment that we sort of held them off and then launched the shock attacks. It's a strategy that worked really well and still does, as I'm demonstrating here. It was incredible the way they came up with it. And of course, each of the units has their own advantages that they managed to pull off. Like, everybody was good at their job so that it didn't seem like there was like a weak link or anything. But yeah, just reforming our guys so that we can make a push in the future. Making a push now too. But yeah, I need to like stop saying that in videos. That's probably gonna get on people's nerves that are watching this. But yeah, see, there it is again. It's just, it's a thing. It's a thing now. But yeah. Or it's but yeah, so. That was a thing. So yeah. We've reduced them to 5 infantrymen. That was pretty much our tactic. We just shock attacked and didn't draw back. And that's how we win. More or less. And it works. It works great. It worked great for them now. It worked great for me here. Like I said earlier, the main goal of this was to sort of demonstrate like that this tactic was formidable. It worked, and these soldiers, they worked, and that overall it was a good idea. There wasn't really a big, huge, gaping flaw per se. I mean, guerrilla warfare could beat it, but guerrilla warfare isn't necessarily the preferred battle type right here, in this kind of terrain, in this kind of a battle. But yeah. Let's keep pushing on, pushing on. But yeah, let's keep pushing on through. There's not much they can do to us at this point. It's just us sort of moving in to beat them. But yeah. As you can see, this is just sort of working out. It was simple and easy for us. There didn't need to be that much effort put into it because we sort of won easy. We won almost by default because we just made the right moves. We struck right. We struck while the iron was hot. And with these shock strike attacks, we managed to win. Like, through the combination of step 0 with the intimidating force, and step 1 with the archers picking them off, and step 2 with the shock attacks scattering them, and step 3 with the sort of move in for cleanup, it worked out really well. So yeah, there's not much left. It seems like we got him! So, this has been the Persian Warfare Project by me, Lego CYD 1999. If you like this, check out my channel in the credits. Subscribe, rate, and comment, and have a good day.